Here's Dave Antoine with an update on Duxbury town government on the local scene.
As special town meeting drew near, the Duxbury Select Board were back at 878 Tremont Street, where one of its central agenda items was the discussion of the 10 articles on the June 16th town meeting warrant. The board took the articles out of order with Articles 4 and 5 concerning citizens' petition articles to increase the FY26 budget for police and fire salaries. With the discussion that went on for nearly half an hour, various town stakeholders, from department heads to members from the Finance Committee, provided input on these articles. The board then circled back to the MBTA Communities Overlay District, an article at the top of the warrant, and essentially revisiting the November 2024 town meeting, an ongoing subject that has inspired considerable discussion throughout town with the MBTA Communities Working Group, an advisory committee with residents including members of the Planning Board, Select Board, and Zoning Board of Appeals. The group looks at the development of zoning bylaws for the MBTA community zoning laws, and speaking on behalf of the articles was Group Chair Steve Gant. Of all Select Board members chimed in on the article, given what's involved for the town with future state grants. Capping off the third article on the warrant, also featuring the Planning Board as sponsor, Article 3 looked at the amendment on amending zoning bylaws. Board Chair Wayne Dennison provided a brief history of the Commonwealth's passage of the Affordable Homes Act. This act came with a provision requiring an accessory dwelling unit, known as an ADU, that must be permitted as a right, indicating that there's no special process to be determined by a board if the changes can be made, known as the ADU bylaw. Moving on, the board revisited a May agenda item on FY27 budget planning, with a presentation provided by Mary McKinnon, Finance Director. Select Board Chair Brian Glennon discussed a list of what the board saw as priorities in regard to the future budget and what will be on the to-do list for Mary and Town Manager Rainey Reed. Areas proposed by Board Clerk Fernando Guitart for options and priorities to consider were regionalization, efficiency opportunities, and the fire, police, DPW, and schools. Having wrapped up their agenda just before 10 o'clock that night, the town of Duxbury is certainly prepared for their second town meeting of the year. This has been your Duxbury government on the local scene. We are so glad you stopped by. If you would like to support community in action through media, please consider donating to the local scene. The QR code here will take you where you need to go. Thanks, friend.